Welcome back to another week of Run With It with myself, Royce, and the one and only Cody J.
Oh, yeah.
We have a special guest this week for the podcast. It'll be senior setter, Sage Thomas. She'll be on here shortly throughout the episode, so make sure you tune in. But until then, Cody got some football news for y'all. So.
All right, Columbus came into last week's football game against Elkin 4-0, looking to get it to 5-0, which they did. We won that one 42-14, but it didn't look that way the whole game. Started off a little slow.
A little bit.
I believe the first time all year we were down. We actually ended the first quarter down 7-0. Just had a few, just miscues. We had a fourth down we didn't get. They gave a good position. A few little things like that. But once the second quarter came around, our offense was clicking on all gears like normal. We got up 21-7 at half, and then of course finished it off 42-14. I know you were there, Royce. What did you think?
Obviously, you had a slow start, but that it's going to happen, and I'd rather it happen now before you get into district play. I mean, obviously, we have a big game coming up tonight against Madisonville.
They're 5-0 too.
Yeah, so
we'll get into that.
We'll get into that later, but like I said, you get in those humps. It happens. We've been rolling for the past 4 weeks. Four weeks going on and starting out fast.
No adversity.
It's kind of hard to keep that going all the time in the game. So, we came out. They shocked us and hit us in the mouth early, put 7 up on us early. All right, let's settle back in. Let's do what we do. And when we started doing what we do, ran the ball. Ran the ball. Senior running back Tyvon Whitehead had 18 carries for 186 yards, 3 touchdowns.
That big 50-yard touchdown.
Big 50-yard touchdown. Threw the ball really well, too. Went 10 for 18, 157 yards, 3 touchdown passes. Freshman Braylon Fisher had 3 catches for 57 yards. Camden Pitchford, 3 catches for 40 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Elijah Usher got his first touchdown of his high school varsity career of 1 catch for 26 yards. So the versatility, we showed that, but we had to, after a slow start, get back to what you do, man.
Yeah. Again, we spread it around like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys caught the ball. And Hancock wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see him back against Madisonville.
But it shows the depth that we have. When a guy goes down like that, who's been very electric for us, next man up.
Pittsburgh steps in and gets him 2 touchdowns.
Definitely.
3 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. So definitely a good thing. Defensively we did pretty good. Like I said, after just allowing what we allowed to that first touchdown, defense set back in, like, all right, let's.
They did have good field position. It wasn't like something,
they did.
Wasn't like a miscue of the defense or anything. It was just put in a bad spot and they scored.
And we only allowed 274 yards.
Yeah.
That's it. So like I said, we're playing Cardinal ball. It's just now it's time to set into what the big picture is, which is tonight. Going into Madisonville, they're coming here to travel. They're undefeated. They're one of those 4A teams. Well,
I think they're top 10. Dave Campbell's. They were top 10 last year. I think last year might have been a little presumptuous, but this year they're proven 5-0, bringing back a lot of talent from last year. Yeah. I remember last year, me and you were talking about this. Such a great receiver.
Yeah.
For Madisonville.
Yeah. So obviously he'll be he's a tech commit, but doesn't matter if you're going anywhere. All that stuff don't matter. It's what you do on the field, and what you did last year don't matter either. It's what you do this year.
Speaking of on the field. Number 55, Big Jaden Trapp got an interception.
Got an interception, baby.
Everyone likes when the big guys get the guy in the teeth, baby.
Yes. Do not leave that out for the big guys, man. No, definitely, man. That's a good thing for Jaden Trapp being awareness and showing, hey, I need some love too.
Let me help out. Like little JJ Watt. What you think?
Little JJ.
Huh?
yeah, look good, man. But now the real season starts. We're going against a big opponent tonight.
Last big game before district.
And, and then the road just gets tougher from here. Yep. Now it's time to see, what this football team is really about. And I think our guys ready to answer the bell and handle business, man.
Yeah.
More of attention to detail now and more focus,
Definitely going to be a good tune-up for district because, playing a good Madisonville team. Then we're going to play, Hallettsville start district off next week. That's going to be, another good test. They got, from what I've been told, that a dual threat quarterback that was hurt last year that's playing this year.
Yeah.
So give us something we hadn't seen from Hallettsville.
I think for the next, after Madisonville, I think our first 3 district opponents, we're going to see some dual threat quarterbacks.
Yes. Hallettsville, Hitchcock, definitely Hitchcock.
And Yoakum.
Yoakum has a new quarterback. It's also a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
And all those teams are playing great this year. I think Yoakum and Hallettsville may have 1 loss.
Yes. The combined record, from what I'm looking at some research.
From Madisonville through Yoakum.
18-2 combined record. So that lets you know, all right, it's time to put your hard hat on, time to go play. Time to go play now. You know, it's some stiff competition, but hey, we played in big ball games a lot in the past few years since Matt's been coaching and stuff like that, and he's always had the guys ready to go. And, you know, it's got to set the tone early, you know. So this is a good tone setter tonight, and I think our guys will answer the bell. Cody, what's your prediction for tonight, man?
I don't know yet. I got to think about it a little bit. What was last year's score?
I would have to go look that up.
50s, I think it's 56-28.
Yeah, 56-28. But it was close a little bit, though. I think at one point it probably 28-21, maybe.
Or maybe 35-28.
35-21. It was something like that, a little fit out period.
Towards the end, until the end, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, let's go. Let's hear. I got 56 for us, 35 for Madisonville.
35. I'm going to go... 56, right? You got 56. I say we kick a field goal this game. I'm going to go 40... 45-28. 45 us, 28. 45 us, 28, Madisonville.
To be honest with you, when's the last time we had a field goal in the regular season?
Playoffs.
No, regular season.
Oh, regular season.
I can't think of one.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
Let's go back and look. It doesn't hurt to try it. You know?
Definitely comes in handy. I mean, look at last year when we needed it against Lorena.
And this is my thing. And, you know, these big games that's coming up, you know, for district games too, not just this game tonight, you might have to kick a field goal.
Yeah, I mean, we did it against Lorena to win and then technically lost, 3 points total to Franklin.
Yeah, so I think if we don't kick one tonight, I think eventually we will. But why not? If you got the good field position, got the kicker with the leg to do it, go ahead and put him out
Definitely
there.
got the kicker with the leg to do it.
Would not hurt to try.
No. All right, so 56-35 me, 45-28 Royce. With all that being said, we got a little bit of info on JV and freshmen. Freshmen played on Wednesday. They didn't have a game against Madisonville, so they played at home.
Yeah.
That's why it was on Wednesday. They took on Victoria East and came up a little short in the end. It was a good game. I was there back and forth all night, and they just came away with it at the end. It was a good game all night. And then I believe the JV beat Madisonville in Madisonville tonight, I think 36-6.
It was 36-6.
So another good game by
Hats
the JV.
off to them boys, man.
Yep. Now on to volleyball. Your Lady Cards took on Palacios last Friday. Won that game in straight sets. So stayed perfect in district.
Yeah.
Your stat leaders for that game, aces, was Kaylee Neeser. On the kill side was Allie Tribe with 14. On the block side, Mandola had a good one there with 3 assisted blocks and a solo. And Neesner led the way with 10 digs. Lady Cards then went to Yoakum, took on the other undefeated team in our district. Again, we've said this many times, the team we beat last year to go to the state tournament. So we knew it was going to be a tough one coming in. We lost our first set of district play, but we won it 3-1 against Yoakum. All the games were tight. It was a good game back and forth. Anytime our girls, they started getting close, they always overcame.
Stepped up, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a great game there. On the stat side, Sage Thomas and Mary Fitzgerald led the way with 2 aces each. Allie Tribe had 19 kills. Mandola, another big game on the blocks. 5 assisted blocks and a solo block. Sage Thomas led the way with 46 assists. And on the dig side, Neesner with 23. And in both those games, the JV and the freshmen won too.
Right.
So they're also undefeated in the district. So all 3 of our teams are rolling in district play and got over that first big hump of the true competition in district. We got 1 game left in the first round of district. They played 2 rounds in volleyball against Industrial tonight. So looking for the Lady Cars to improve that to 7-0 in district. On the season, they are 30-5. So rolling in the right direction there as well. Just lots of positives with this volleyball team. Yeah. We'll see Yoakum at home. So hopefully when y'all come, I went to that game. That atmosphere was pretty crazy. I mean, they had their. I mean, when the best in your area is coming in, you're going to want to show out.
Yeah, you are
show
going
support.
to. Yeah.
I mean, they're Their fans were packed. I mean, the stands were packed. The fans were loud. They had, of course, their student section behind our bench. So they had that going on. I know last year they had a few complaints about our students yelling too loud. So they decided to do that on our end. So I want to make sure that when we get that Yoakum game here,
return the favor.
Yeah, return the favor and get all of our fans out there loud and proud. A couple other big things. I know we talked about it before. That Sage Thomas had passed that 4,000 assist mark for her career. But for the season, she has 911, and per Max Preps, that's number 1 in 3A, and it looks like number 9 in Texas and nationally.
Good.
And again, that's on Max Preps, who reports on Max Preps. And on the kill side, Tribe has 458 kills on the season, which is number 1 in 3A, 15 in Texas, and 25 nationally on Max Preps. And it looks like Tribe needs 147 more kills to get to that 2402 number to pass Wisnowski. So maybe we get to see it before playoffs start. Maybe we can get it at a home game. It could be kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that'd be nice if you get it at the home game.
That could be the game that you come to. What do you think, Royce? Hey, we'll even get you to hold the signs and everything.
Hey, man, I'm going to a game.
You
all right. Once again, I apologize for that. I still support hard. You know what I'm saying? I still support any Columbus team. I'm still supporting, man. I'm always happy when our Columbus teams are doing good. I always want them to succeed and go win a state title, do this and that, no matter what sport it is. Hey, anybody, you can win a state in any sport, I'll still be proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Go do it. But it's just got to get there first. That's the hardest thing to get there. But what a way to start, the district off, against a team that, they kind of want some revenge because you kind of stopped their chances from going to state last year and stuff like that.
They had some great players. I mean, a couple of those girls are very, 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 very talented. So Yoakum has a great team.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like a normal game where you're just expected. Right. The girls knew it was important going in, and they knew, we're going to get tested. This is the game that's going to test us.
It's a good thing that our girls seen that too. How do you handle adversity? We went down the first set. All right, we're not used to being down first sets like this, especially in district play. All right, come on, let's get back to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get hit in the mouth a little bit to just realize what the standard is and what the goal is.
And even the little things playing on the road. I mean, there was a few calls there that were, calls that they don't make all season. All of a sudden you get them down. All of a sudden they win a set. How do you respond? Well, they respond.
My thing was, man, anytime we got a road game in a team-oriented sport, do not expect to get a call.
No.
Don't expect to. Just go in knowing that they're not going to call this. It's not going to go in your favor. At that point, keep it in your head. Make sure your team is together and you just play. That's kind of one of the things that you kind of have to do. And it's like those girls are doing that. And
a good thing to tell me, I know we were talking about those two girls with the stats, but I mean the whole team was
yes.
They were involved, they were cheering, they were picking each other up. I mean there's a couple girls that are playing right now that had been playing a lot all year that got put in to the spotlight. They responded. So we got to see a lot of what the Lady Cards have to offer when they're put under pressure, and they responded well.
Yeah, and a lot of their success is coming from their teammates. All together. One person can't do this without that person.
Yeah.
And they're constantly cheering for each other if they're not in. And then when a person goes on the bench, that person cheering for that person. That they're building that camaraderie together, and then that's why they are where they're at now today. So that's definitely a good thing for them.
Yeah, in a team sport, it's always that way. I mean, Sage knows that she's not going to have 4,000 assists if the people she's setting it to don't hit it good.
Right.
And the people that are hitting it, they know that they can't hit it good if Sage doesn't set it to them right. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It all starts with the serve over, the serve receive, from the digs from the back row. They got to get it to to Sage, and Sage has to get to them. It's a whole process, so they can't do it without one another for sure. Welcome this week's guest, Miss 4,000 Assist, Sage Thomas. Woo, Sage! All right, now that 4,000 plus assist mark is a crazy number, but as you know, just like anything else, you can't do it alone.
Right.
So how does it feel to be a part of, I would say, probably the most successful 4-year stretch in an already successful volleyball program, but to be a part of one of the most successful 4-year stretches in school history? Because you've been there, since you're a freshman. Now you're, senior year.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's really crazy because up from our freshman year, we set our standards pretty high for the next 4 years. Mm-hmm. We're lucky enough to be a part of a team with just some stacked athletes. I mean, all of us we've growing up together, playing Little League, youth basketball, whatever it was, and then the fact that we all got to be on a team together, we all just mesh really well. I mean, each year we've gotten really lucky because team chemistry is something big about our team, and we've gotten lucky with that part, and our coaches are huge about team chemistry.
Right.
And all the stuff we do for that, but we all got along really well, and I really think that's the number one reason why we've gotten so successful that we've been.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The chemistry is a big part. We talked about it before. You can have all the talent in the world, but you don't get along.
Yeah, if you don't get along, then, you ain't going to go too far. And, from the past few years, y'all gone pretty far because of the team bonding y'all build and just the chemistry, like you said, and just, really just setting the standard. Like you said, as a freshman, y'all set the standard. Yeah. And that's why that hard work paid off. Look where y'all at now. So this year, it's more focused and it's more, y'all know what the goal is at hand. We all know. It's just getting everybody gathered around that and following behind the coaches and the game plan and stuff like that and just pushing forward and getting it done.
Yeah. And definitely the past 2 years after going to the state tournament but losing in the semis, that definitely makes us realize this year should be our year to do it.
Yeah.
Gives us the motivation to actually finish it this time.
Yeah, last chance. I mean, first year it's like, I can't believe we just did it.
Yeah.
Right.
First
And then
year
it's
was
a shocker.
definitely
Yeah.
shock walking into that gym and just, it was just.
And then the second year, you're expecting, like, I think we could do it again. Like,
yeah.
We did it again.
Mm-hmm.
And now this year it's like, we're expected to do this. And now it's time, to focus and get something done.
Yeah, and I got the experience, like you said, being there and getting the experience and stuff like that. And now for the younger classmen, they see that. And I want to go back to the standard because, yes, you have to set the standard. Yeah. Even, I'm going to just bring football into this real quick. Mm-hmm. Even with football, they had to set the standard too to get where they're going, and they're on their same process and journey as well. But mainly for y'all girls, y'all's focus is where y'all has gotten y'all to where y'all are now. So getting them younger classmen to step up because they have stepped up in a lot of ways. Like I said, it's not just one person that's carrying the team, it's everybody. It might be a freshman, it could be a junior, it could be a senior, whatever it may take, because you need everybody to be on the same page, the same chemistry, from coaches all the way down to the bottom, to be on the same page in order to get that goal and get that state championship.
Exactly. Yeah. And from our freshman JV team, not even everybody on our team plays a really important role, but even the JV during our games, they're always
cheering.
in the stands, cheering the loudest. You can hear them from standing outside of the gym probably. We've definitely set the stand for them, and they definitely know what to expect coming on to varsity when they get there.
And then too, some of the girls on the team now, the freshmen and there's I think one freshman on the team and a few sophomores. Those girls were in 6th, 7th grade when these girls were starting their journey, so they were kind of looking up to them, and now they're playing with them. So it's it's an excitement. I mean, I can remember in the 90s, I had moved from Rice area to here, and I remember at the elementary school and St. Anthony's and everywhere else, when the mid 90s football teams would come through, that's what all the little kids looked up to.
Right.
So it's kind of like this, the same thing for the volleyball girls, and some other sports. Basketball did well so far, and softball's done well. So those young girls have someone to look up to. It's not like a program that's in distress or anything like that. They're looking I want to keep this going and do better.
Yeah, y'all definitely have the younger kids looking up to y'all. And that's exciting, not only just for them but just for the community as well. Just let them know, hey, eventually y'all gonna be in the same spot. It might take some time, but like you said, you gotta set the standard. You gotta work hard. You have to build a team where everybody's all on the same page. And they see that. We all see it from the outside. So when we see y'all celebrate. When one person does something, another person celebrates for them and stuff like that. That's cool because it lets us know, hey, this is a family. This is not just a one-man show, one-woman show, whatever it is. So that's definitely important.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely part of the biggest motivation for our team because ever since we started in the Little Sister program,
yes.
Knowing in the bleachers, there's little girls walking around with the name on your back of your jersey.
That's
whenever
cool.
you mess up, you can't just get down on yourself. You got to remember that they're watching you. You're definitely a big
you can't blow up.
reflection for them and how they want to be when they get to high school. So
yeah, so that's the standard for sure. Royce, you probably haven't seen too many celebrations because when's the last time you went to a volleyball game? Huh?
Don't quote
when you were in high school?
Nah.
You've been to a volleyball game since you've been in high school?
No, I've been to a volleyball game.
Because I keep going. I got that when I'm at the game taking pictures. I got that zoom lens. I ain't seen you in the stands. I get confused sometimes.
I'm there occasionally. In spirit. But hey, man, I still support no matter if I go or not. I truly support.
Just because I text you?
Huh?
Did I text you?
No, man. I do support.
Sage's feelings are hurt.
No, don't be hurt.
I mean,
You know.
he knows the angle, so it's.
I know the angle. I
He
know.
knows how
You
it
know what I'm
is.
saying. I'm rooting for him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. No matter what, it don't matter what. It's a lot of sports that I don't go to, and it's like I still go for him because that's C-Town.
But you know everything's superstitious. If we get on a roll, you have to stay at home still.
Well, I need to stay at home then.
Huh?
If that's the case, you
I'll
stay at
text you.
home. Well, we'll talk about it.
All right.
We'll talk about it. So, you know, whenever you set the assist record, you know, personally, how did that make you feel?
I mean, well, first, whenever it happened, I had no idea it even happened.
Right,
because-
right, because you're playing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we found out about it late, but like, I mean, it was obviously a big shock because I had no idea. Like, I don't really keep up with my personal assists. But
Right.
Whenever our coaches told us about it, that it was definitely a really cool feeling, especially knowing that it was a new record. That was probably the best part. But I know for a fact, like, there's zero possibility that I would have been able to do that without, like,
Right.
every single person on my team. Like, even from Mia, like, my backup setter, like, she's easily, like, the number one person. Like, she's my favorite teammate on the bench. Like, she's always cheering the loudest for me.
Definitely.
She's awesome. And then, like, all of my hitters, the passers, everybody, the coaches, they're all there for me all the time. Like, we all help each other build up our stats, which at the end of the day really don't matter.
Right, they don't.
But I mean, it is definitely a really cool thing to look at, and I'm proud of myself and our whole team for getting to that point. But yeah, it really reflects on the whole team. Whenever they go back and look at that record, they see that it was the 2023, 2020, 2022, 2023, or just 2023.
23, 24?
23, 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be senior year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not for sure what the actual record even was.
Right.
I just know no one's close to what her number is, because back when I was in school, stats were kept a little different just because of the way they were played.
Right.
Not as many sets, a whole bunch of that kind of stuff. But I don't know anyone in my last 6, 7 years plus in the 90s, early 2000s. I don't know anybody that played, from freshman to senior year and was the setter and started.
Right.
You know. So it could be one of those records. It could be untouchable.
You never know.
Yeah, records are meant to be broken, but you never know.
All the time, man.
But it's pretty cool that we'll have Sage already, at that whatever that record is. We know it's above.
Yeah.
She's past that plateau of the 4,000 mark, and then hopefully in 4, 5, 6, 7 games, Allie may break the kill record. Which Sage's sets are helping Allie get her kill. Vice
Right,
versa. So
right.
it's crazy that two girls will get to have those records at the same time all together those 4 years. So it's a pretty crazy.
Yeah, but like you
accomplishment.
said, they're all together. All
Yeah,
together,
really cool. Yeah.
You set her up, she sets you up.
And y'all been
you know?
playing since, little girls at St. Anthony's,
Fifth grade.
4th,
Yeah.
5th grade.
Yeah.
And then-
that helps out a lot, definitely.
It definitely starting so young, and then actually staying with each other, just kind of you know each other. You know each other's game. You know the way that she likes it, and just like that, as far as setting it up, hitting it, and stuff like that. And it pays off.
Yeah.
It does. But I know, y'all are two of the senior leaders,
Yeah.
along with the other girls who are seniors.
Mandola.
They're definitely counting on y'all to get this team to where we want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in district play right now. District's not enough. We get to playoffs. Playoffs ain't enough. It's after playoffs. We get to that state tournament.
We did have some good competition at Yoakum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good game.
that was a good
I
game.
went to that one. Were you at that one? That's all right. I'm sorry. But it was a good game.
It was.
And
It
that's-
shouldn't have been, but it was.
I think that's who we beat last year to go to state. So they're, a younger team, getting better. So somebody we could meet up again in the regional finals when we get there.
Yeah. And it's good to see that type of competition right now, too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's hard to beat teams twice. No matter if you blow them out or whatever like that, it's always because they change stuff up, they strategize different, they game plan different, and all that stuff. But you don't change your game. You keep playing the same. When you try to do something a little extra, playing somebody again, that's when bad stuff happens. Like you said, you lose to those teams that you shouldn't have lost to, and I think those are the losses that hurt the worst. When you should have won the game, you should have did this better, you don't change anything, but you try to do a little extra, and then you go home with that hurt feeling of that.
Here's a crazy one too, which I think their freshman year, I think they got 3rd in district.
Right.
Was it 3rd?
Yeah.
Is it 3rd or 4th? I think it's 3rd. Year before that, program didn't make the playoffs. Freshman year, they get 3rd. And then since then, I think they've only lost 1 district game. 2.5 years. That's pretty crazy. I don't care what your competition is. It's hard to do.
Yeah, it is hard to do. But that's hats off to these girls and the coaching staff.
Yes.
The coaching staff has to put them in position to compete and be successful the way they've been successful. So hats off to the coaching staff, man. Y'all be doing a hell of a job, and these girls wouldn't be where they were today if it wasn't for y'all. So, and stuff like that. How did your coaching staff, since you were a freshman, man, how have they made you feel?
I mean, they're easily, like, Coach Sean's, Coach Chester, and all the other assistant coaches, like, they're awesome. Like, they're definitely our biggest supporters, number one fans. And ever since freshman year, when they realized, like, the amount of potential that team has and how high the standard is, they started, like, they know going into our district that we don't have a very competitive district, but so that's why they set our preseason really high, like, putting us in those 5A tournaments, playing these 4A, 5A, 6A schools, like, they set us up good because they know once we get to playoff, it's not going to be near as easy as district, so they make sure we're ready, so that's definitely something.
And then too, it's bound to be
really hard to get into them.
Bound to be helpful too. Like with Chester, she was in school with me a year younger, but she was a setter.
Oh yeah,
and she played select ball, college ball, some other stuff like that. So that's got to be a big asset to have someone that you can always bounce stuff off of. Like, hey, I didn't notice I did this. Did you see it? Mm-hmm. Or those little things like that.
Yeah, I always look up to Chester. I always have since my freshman year. She's the one who taught me how to float serve, taught me just about everything I know about setting, and she's awesome. Yeah, really.
And then speaking of team chemistry, because I've been covering y'all girls since you were 4th, 5th grade, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy to me that like this group of girls, 2 or 3 age groups, I've watched them play volleyball, softball, basketball, everything it is, and very few of these girls are, superstars or studs on every team. But every team, like say for example, she was talking about Mia, great softball player. So when she's starting on the field all the time, that's what she used to.
Yeah.
But what is she? She's a great teammate when she's not on the court.
Right.
Same thing with those girls. When the volleyball girls may be stars there, but when they go to softball, they might be sitting on the bench. But guess what? They're great teammates. They're cheering their people on.
Definitely.
It's a big thing, especially with the chemistry for all sports, and they all get along. It's hard to find these days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good thing because every single player on our team, I don't think a single one of them just plays volleyball. Like we all play multiple sports. We're all multi-sport athletes, and that's the thing. Like we all know our role for each one. We know, I don't want to say we know our place, but we know our place, and like we know how to build each other up. Like when we're down, we know when to talk to and when not to. We know each other well.
Yeah.
Like that's how it is.
Yeah, because usually you get these great athletes in one sport, they think that they're great at everything. When sometimes that's just not the case.
Yeah.
I know you think you're great at everything.
Nah, man.
Huh?
I mean, for me personally, man, I knew after my freshman year I wasn't good at basketball, so I quit.
You quit?
I quit.
I did the same thing.
I quit basketball, and I said, you know what, I'm going to run track instead. And it worked out pretty well, and I said, I'm going to at least stick to football at least.
I just did golf.
But you found...
Well, I found out that I was 5'6", 125 pounds. I was a wingback, and we were running the veer. I didn't know who I was going to block.
Now you're back on the sidelines.
Yep.
Now you're back on the sidelines.
I wish I had this. Yeah. I wish I had this weight in high school. Then I could be 5'6", about 185.
You would have been a center.
Fullback.
They would put you a center.
I mean fullback.
They would make you play
Probably
center.
would have been a senior on JV.
Probably.
So.
It depends. If you would say that right, yeah.
Huh? No, they were good then. That was back in the...
Yeah, they used to be rivals, didn't they?
No.
Key word, used to be.
Yeah.
Used.
We talked about this in our last football podcast. In the 90s, Columbus took over. 2000s, Rice took over. Now it's us. It goes in waves.
Yeah.
But during that era...
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
So I really would have... If I would have stayed at Rice, I really never would have played. I mean, we know we talked about the core group of girls, a bunch already, whatever. But it's just crazy to me that, y'all been together this long. And, like I said, I've covered y'all the whole time. I've been around, families, everything like that a ton. It's like, y'all really don't ever, not really get along.
Right.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, I know, if I was with someone that long, that many times, every week, all week, whatever. And sometimes, I've had enough. It's just crazy how great y'all get along.
Yeah.
I don't want to say we're forced to get along, but we are. We're with each other every day. We're like a family. So, we're going to have our little arguments here and there because literally we're like family. It's like sisters with each other all the time. We're girls. We're going to have our little stupid arguments. But at the end of the day, we're all just a team and we all get along insanely well.
And all the families get along. It's just you don't see this too often. I think it's, like with the kids, the family, everything.
Yeah.
It's just kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, practices are really fun too because we'll just be on the one minute we'll be practicing, the next minute we'll be on the floor laughing about something dumb that one of us did. It's just a really great team.
Even go so far the parents even get involved, as in I can remember last year before, they were having a problem surfing a little bit, so Sage's dad, Ryan, had like this little serve counter, he called it. It was like a little clicker.
Yeah.
And every time at the game or whatever, they miss a serve and he'd click it. So he had like a little counter.
Yeah.
So he was holding them accountable too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like they're all involved. They all want this main goal, and they all want it, not for themselves, but for each other.
It takes a village, man, and it starts with the outside, the community, like with the parents. It starts with that too. You'd be surprised how much just the parents can just be motivation as well too. Like,
Or the opposite.
Or the opposite, they can. Sometimes they can be real high, good, pushing y'all good, and sometimes you can be like, Dad, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, or something like that. It's just that's part of it though. Anybody in the sports world, that's just part of it, and you either you feed off of it or it kind of gets in your head and messes you up. But y'all have done so well, like Cody was saying, with just feeding off of it and making it good for the team and good intentions. So once again, that's the reason why the standard is what the standard is. Everybody's involved, coaches, players, parents, community. Like you said, it takes a village, man, and
I think they've been blessed to have both sides of it being good.
Yeah.
There hasn't been too many bumps in the road. You lose a game here and there, you should have won. Those kind of things or whatever. But there's really been no bumps in the road that stopped their love for one another in the game and getting to that final goal.
And obviously, when things happen, y'all are quick to get right back on track. You'll deal with it right there in the moment. It's like, all right, come on, we gotta get back on track. Gotta get back on track because
we got our priorities straight.
Yeah.
It doesn't linger.
Yeah, I mean, and with the parents and stuff and all the stuff we can hear, like when to listen, when to ignore. Like it's just, if you have your mind set on the right thing, then you know what to focus on. Really.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, we got, let's see, how many district games we played so far? 6? 7?
We have one more district game left.
We have for the first round. So we got
round.
8 district games left, and then playoffs are going to start. So, with that being said, I would say that y'all are probably mathematically already in the playoffs, if not close.
Yeah, right.
They do take 4 teams.
Yeah, we in there.
But with that being said, what are you looking forward to? Hopefully finishing out with another district championship. Hopefully going undefeated, be 2 years in a row, and then making that your final playoff push.
I mean, it's kind of bittersweet to think about it because the past 2 years, but it's a lot of pressure on us this year just because going to even 4 sets with the Oakham was scary. Like it's just in our district we don't really do it often. It's kind of 3 sets in and out, but with going into playoffs, we're gonna have to start getting used to going to those 5 sets because we're not used to it. We're gonna have to start getting into our heads that it's okay to be losing sometimes and stuff. But yeah, playoffs will definitely be bittersweet for me and definitely all the rest of the seniors because we know it's our last go round and playoffs are just so fun because all the town gets involved. We do laps around the courthouse, you get the shirts, get the goodie bags, everything, all of it. But playoffs are awesome. Yeah. I love playoffs and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good time for us.
And one of the things I want to touch on before, you said, y'all not used to being down, like that.
Yeah.
But, the best teams that I've seen, and any coaches can tell you this too as well, how do you feel when you're under pressure? How do you deal with pressure? That really shows the kind of team you are. So, yes, you took 4 sets against Yoakum. It took you to win. Like you said, we normally don't do that, especially in our district, but everything happens for a reason. Y'all handled the pressure well. I guarantee you, heading into the playoffs, y'all might be down a set. How do you handle pressure? And I think that's one of the biggest things when you're trying to go for that chip, that state title, you have to be able to handle being under pressure. So that's one of the biggest things that y'all are going to see. That y'all seen last year, especially so. But like I said, y'all are built for it. Y'all are built for it. Your coaches know you're built for it. The whole community knows y'all are built for it. It's just y'all gotta get everybody else to believe that too.
Yeah, pressure's not really something you can practice to be better at.
Yeah.
It's just, that's whenever the awesome team chemistry we have, that's when that's going to come in handy. That's when it's going to be beneficial to us because knowing how each other reacts under pressure and knowing how to help them out and deal with them, that's what's going to help us make it under pressure.
Well, if you think about it, your sophomore year, the first year y'all went to state, we had a couple games. I remember one game, I think we were down 23-19. I think it was in Cuero, and we served it out to get that first set, and then the ball got rolling, and we won that one. And then to go to state, Goliad was a crazy 5-set match. I remember that one. And we were down, and then came back because it only goes to 15 on
15-7. wasn't it? Or 15-9? Because it was the last set to 15.
Yeah, so it was like 13-6 or 13-7, and we came back and won. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact number, but it was either 15-13 or 16-14. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
So they've definitely been tested.
Definitely.
Best feeling ever.
Yeah. It is. I mean, yeah. When you get down and then you overcome,
Woo, yeah,
it's so
big
much
weight on
better
the
than
shoulders,
just
yeah.
being ahead. Yeah, absolutely. So, with that being said, we appreciate Sage coming on today. So hopefully, next time we have an interview with her at the end of the season, she will be able to match her brother Ty as a state champion as well. Team golf, maybe some team volleyball. So appreciate
Go for
that.
it.
Appreciate you, Sage.
Thank you, Sage.
Sage Thomas.
Here are some highlights we're going to bring to y'all from last week's Huffman win for football and this week's past district win over Yoakum. Hope you enjoy.
Time for some football highlights. Here's your varsity football team coming out, getting ready for game time.
Let's do a little crowd participation. Everybody look in your left hand. Now look in your right hand. There's nothing there. That means you need to go and support the junior class at the concession stand. They got hamburgers and all kinds of other goodies. Go support the Columbus High School junior class at the concession stand. On your feet and welcome your 2023 Columbus Cardinal football team.
And here come the Cardinals. Homecoming night.
On the stop for the Falcons. 1st and 10.
First score of the game. Handoff to Whitehead. Up the middle. Touchdown Whitehead.
Cardinals.
Another handoff to Whitehead. Whitehead looking for contact, running hard. Cardinals here on the goal line. Adam Schobel gets one over to Camden Pitchford for the touchdown. Cardinals here on the goal line again. Touchdown Whitehead. Huffman drops back and Trapp with the interception. Always good to see defensive linemen getting those interceptions. Schobel drops back, fakes the handoff to Whitehead, gets it over to Camden Pitchford for another touchdown on the night. Second one. Time for some Lady Cards volleyball. As you can see, Yoakum fans are hyped, ready for this game. Look forward to when they come down to Columbus. See our fans just as excited and packed. Traditional huddle up and get ready. Big district game. Thomas gets it over the Tribe for the kill. Good play there by Thomas.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
Great play there by Niesner. Tribe gets it over. Get the point for the Lady Cards. Thomas gets it over to Schobel for the kill. Serve receive from Tribe. Thomas gets it over to Mandola. Niesner gets it over to Morrow. Tribe hitting it from the back row. They can't handle it. Serve here from Walters. Good block there by Thomas and Mendola. Thompson gets back to Mendola. Good dig there by Yoakum. Thomas back to Morrow. Good block there by Yoakum. Cardinals still fighting. Great touch there by Morrow. Thompson gets it over to Mendola for the kill. Tight game back and forth. Klausmeyer putting it down. Thomas with the serve. Good save there by Klausmeyer. Yoakum wasn't ready for that one. Thomas over to Schobel for the kill. They weren't ready for Niesner there. Good touch. Thomas to Mendola for the kill. And try with the kill. Get the Lady Cards up a 1-0. Thomas to Tribe, and they're not getting that one. Thomas to Morrow. Good kill across court. Niesner with the serve. Thomas gets to Mendola with the kill. Good play there by Niesner. Thomas gets it over to Morrow. Good dig there by Yoakum. Thomas to Schobel. Another good play there by Yoakum to keep it alive. Great block there by Gracie Schobel. Again, it was a tight game. Great hustle there by Thomas. Great block there by Mendola and Thomas. Good dig there by Niesner. Thomas gets it over to Tribe. Point Columbus. I like how last year Yoakum coaches were mad because our student section was a little too loud. Looks like they put their student section behind our bench. Thomas gets it over to Tribe for the kill. That one there got Columbus up 2-0. Kill for Tribe. Good swing there. Thomas over to Klausmeyer for the kill. Thomas to Morrow. Ain't getting that one.
Stephanie knows.
Thomas to Mandola. Another kill for Mandola. Good play back and forth here. Great block there by Thomas and Mandola. Yoakum keeps it alive. Thomas gets it to Morrow. Good dig there by Yoakum, but we got it back. Thomas to Mandola. What a great so far. Great dig there by Niesner. Morrow saves it. And Tribe keeps it over. Gets it over out 3. And then Yoakum couldn't get it in. Great point there by the Lady Cards. Didn't stop. Fitzgerald with the serve.
Maybe.
Thomas gets over to Mandola. Couldn't handle it. Thomas over to Tribe. Yoakum keeps it alive. Walters gets it to Thomas. Blocked there by Yoakum, but they're not blocking that one. Great swing there by Tribe. Good play there by Yoakum to keep it alive. Great reaction there by Mandola and Morrow. Lady Cards would lose the third one. Now we're in the fourth. Great reaction there by Klausmeyer. Her and Thomas, great block there. Keep it alive. Fitzgerald, great dig. Thomas gets it over to Tribe. And they couldn't handle it. Another kill for Tribe. Thomas to Schobel for the kill. Another tight one here in the fourth. Niesner gets it over to Thomas. Thomas gets it to Morrow. They couldn't handle it. Kill there for Morrow. Lady Cards looking to close it out in the fourth. Mandola with the kill. Great swing there. Game point here for the Cards. Ooh, great save there by Thomas. Defense wins championships, and Gracie Schobel with the big block to win it. Lady Cards stay undefeated in district.
Another week, a lot of points, a lot of wins. Another episode of Run
Wit It!
We'll see y'all
next
week.